Hello, my friends, and welcome to the very early Black Friday special. That's right, this is dedicated for you, those of you who basically want to ruin your chances at actually resting and relaxing and be one of the many who want to be out there into the wild. And want to be one of the many crazy ass folk that are out there. Today, oh yes, today, we have this beautiful piece of work called the Necroa Virus. And it's unclassified. It has extreme regenerative abilities. And there's so many things that are going to be so wrong with what I'm about to do. So many things wrong with what I'm about to do. Got none of these, huh? Well, that's just fine. And of course, we're simply going to call it yes. Because Black Friday always starts where you least expect it. In this case, no. Black Friday is going to start here in the States. Because Black Friday begins in USA. Most people don't know, man. The Necroa Virus has been identified. Black Friday is a Necroa Virus. Oh yes, it's gonna be one of those kind of. Because really, once you start Black Friday, it's impossible to stop it. Now everybody knows about Thanksgiving. And everybody knows that after Thanksgiving, once it all goes down, after you're done with your eating and everything else, you normally would want to just have another day of eating and relaxing and watching a game or a movie. Or maybe you just want to be online, play a video game or so. Watch your YouTubes, your Hulus, and everything in between. But what if you don't want that? What if you just don't want that at all? People want to go on Black Friday. That's their shit. They want to have that day, in which they all want to go out and cause massive amounts of mayhem. So therefore, Black Friday becomes a thing. Black Friday becomes a thing because once it starts, you can't ever stop it. 5 a.m. in the morning, you want to be there first in line, huh? You want to be there where the madness begins, huh? And then there are people out there who really do not want to be there when Black Friday hits. That's the last thing you want. You want to be there when Black Friday actually hits. I'm one of those people who don't give a rat's ass about Black Friday. Because if I really do want to go out, I'd wait till after the week of Thanksgiving, you know. Like maybe the first week of December. That's when I'll actually give a damn. But in this case, I really don't want much. As you grow older, you really don't want much from the holidays. You just really want to be with your family, your friends, and your loved ones. You don't really care for... You don't really care much for, say, Black Friday and all that mess. To me, well, like I said, I don't really care much for... I don't care much for Black Friday. I really don't. I don't care much for Black Friday. Now, what I do care much for is, you know, the fact that when Christmas comes around, I get concerned. Just like this month came and went, especially after Friday the 13th, I get quite concerned about the next month. It's a sad thing in which most people just go absolutely batshit insane. And what the biggest thing is the real big bullshit about it, is that when you get to New Year's, here comes the New Year's resolution. The New Year's resolution in which, I'm going to make sure that I become a better person. Most people say this. And usually what happens? They say that and yes, the fever is called shopping sales. Like I said, once it starts, it cannot be stopped. Namely, like I said, to me, I don't care much for... People are already affected. It has reached the place of infectivity. most people are going to get infected by the sales of Black Friday. They can't help but shop. It's rapidly growing. They're all getting infested with the sales. The sales. Scientists are concerned about Black Friday as well as they should. You can't stop what cannot be stopped. Your Black Friday has been infected, ingested, with full of craziness. The world wants to go complete batshit insane bonkers. Once people start to think about their money, oh, guess what? It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time until the entire world becomes totally batshit insane. Because once started, it cannot be stopped. And oh boy, it has started. And once started, it cannot be stopped. People are salivating at the mouth just because they want to see those sales. Because most people are crazy. Most people, they want to be part of that madness. And when it becomes that way, as I said before, once started, it can't be stopped. Once you have Black Friday, oh goodness. Your world becomes infested because you need to have everything first. Not just first, but first. You know, you always have to get there first. Stampede and all. Screw the fact that, oh, you want this? How bad do you want it? So bad you want to kill somebody for it? Black Friday, I wish was eradicated, but apparently you cannot start what has already been started. But instead, normally it would start in the States, but it's gonna start here. It always starts somewhere. Black Friday is a thing. And to those who actually go out, you are fools. On Black Friday, yes. You are actually fools for actually going out on Black Friday, especially if you're going 5 a.m. in the morning. It is cold as a witch's teat. And you want to go out to you want to go out and be the first for Christmas Christmas gifts. It's just like those who actually put up their Christmas lights in the middle of, dare I say, November. Or even worse, October. They want to be the first to actually start the shit. They don't want to, wait, but no, they want to be first. Because some people are crazy like that. They have this thing about being first. First in line. First to put the tree up. First to get something. First to get the momentous sales. Like I said, I don't care much for Black Friday. Cyber Monday is okay because, most of the good sales usually do happen online. They usually don't happen very often, but when they do, that's when people start to take notice. Because you got to get little Jimmy and Bobby and Jilly something. You got to get them their Barbie dolls and their Matchbox toys and their Hot Wheels and all that shit. You got your Xboxes, your PS4s, your Wii U's. You got all that, and yet you can just get a computer. It doesn't have to be state of the art. It just has to be very much updated. You don't have to get a Windows 10 type of computer. You can just get a Windows 7. And all you would really need to do is just simply do the following. Install Steam on your hard drive. Make an account. Bam. You're set. Let me tell you something. Video games these days, if you get a console, it's going to cost you about maybe, say, maybe $200 to $300. Base rate would be $200 to $400 because you're paying full price plus taxes and all that. Most people don't see that because, oh hey, I want to have it because I want to be updated. I don't want to be left in the digital dust. Me, I can care less for PS4 or the Xbox One or the Wii U. I mean, I have a 3DS, I have an Xbox, I have a Wii. I mean, yeah, I have an Xbox 360, a Wii, a Nintendo 3DS, and I'm quite satisfied, Because I'm not big on trying to, try to catch up with who has what and, trying to stay on top of things, you know. Because you know, that don't make no damn sense. And this is what I can say about your freaking Black Friday sales. You can shove it up your ass. Seriously, you can shove that shit up your ass. Because once it gets started, you can't stop it. Because once you get something like a PlayStation 4, you want to get the following games that are popular because everybody else has it. Just because, oh, I have to have it because it's popular. I don't want to be left in the dust because everybody else has it. Come on, guys. Let's be real now. Let's be real. You're fine where you are. But hey, if you're willing to spend $200 more, $200, $300 more on something in which you will possibly regret getting because, oh hey, we never checked this shit for all these problems that it had before. Then you have people just gnashing and gnawing at the teeth just because they want it. I can say, yeah, I feel sorry for you. I mean, I'm a gamer, yes, but as a gamer, you know, as a gamer, you know, it shouldn't be that, you know. Like, you shouldn't limit yourself to just... You shouldn't limit yourself, but yet you should know when to say, okay, I've had enough. But then again, most people be talking out. Most people would just look at me and say, "Oh, you must be crazy." No, I'm not crazy. I just don't see the point in haphazardly spending so much money on a game console. I found, hey, I could just do this. Go to somewhere like GameStop. Get myself a Steam Cash card. Put it on my account. And basically buy my friends whatever games they want to get. If they don't have a certain list of games that they don't have, they're fine with what they have. You know, that's usually the case. But the thing is, you know, I don't really feel like spending that much money. I mean, most of the money that we usually spend, it's for bills and whatnot. Not like it's a bad thing, but that's usually what it is. We don't really spend it on anything, you know, crazy. It's like, oh, well, if it's been, you know, if it's been really good, yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, I see nothing wrong with it. Usually in the case of this, hey, nothing wrong with what you can basically buy, you know? I mean, normally, you know, I don't really care for much for Black Friday. I'm one of those people who just don't really care much for it. But you know, people, you know, businesses got to make their money somehow. So I can understand you have to make the economy strong. But then again, have lost their goddamn minds since you know the ISIS attack. That's another thing too, because people start thinking, oh well, they're gonna start. A lot of stupid things has been happening this year. And I do admit, a lot of stupid things have been happening. Namely, because of what's been going on. I sure can't solve Black Friday, I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. You can't stop what has already been started, which is Black Friday. Except for common sense. And nobody said that, you know, trying to deal with Black Friday was going to be easy. Most people just don't want to deal with Black Friday. Like I know certain friends of mine, they don't want to deal with Black Friday because they're right in the middle of it. No, seriously, they are right in the middle of it. They have to deal with they have to deal with the BS, which is Black Friday. It's a sad thing, but they have to deal with the bullshit. I feel for them though. What I can't stand is people just bitching and crying about, you know, you have a job. And I'm talking about people who have a job, but they bitch and whine about it. They're not in a really good position, but they wish they could be in a better position. And like I said, this year has been totally and utterly stupid. A lot of people have been, as we like to call it, butthurt. Butthurt over the tiniest of things. Whether it's a cartoon to over a goddamn video game. 2015 is the year of the butthurt. Because most people, they want to point out, oh, boys shouldn't be like this and girls shouldn't be like this. Men shouldn't be like this, women shouldn't be like this. Well, guess what? It was you dingleberries who wanted more. Yes, I'm talking about the SJWs out there. You want to be a proper SJW? This is what you do. You see the wrongs that happen in your community all the time, you do something about it. You intervene. You know how bullying is a thing now? Bullying has always been a thing. But yet now, in this day and age, oh, we should talk about bullying. I was like, actually, y'all should have stopped that shit from the get-go. Right then and there. It's like, if you have kids, talk to your kids. Let them know what they need to know. I mean, seriously, let them know what they need to know. Namely, okay, if things truly get out of hand, then you have every right to say, don't let this happen to you. You know, don't let A, B, C happen to you. You know, because the last thing you want is for all this to happen to your children, you know. And you really don't. You don't want anything bad happening to your children. And you shouldn't allow them to be victimized. You should allow them to stand up for themselves. Sad thing about this generation is sad thing about this is there are many people that really do just do that. They don't really see the importance of what should have been important to begin with. That's a sad thing. It's like all those lives that, you know, it's like being a bully. That's only because there are times that people feel, you know, unsure about themselves. And they feel the only way they can get noticed is by being a bully. Like, there is such a thing about there's such a thing as, being socially awkward. It's a thing, it's a problem. And most people just don't see that. It's a sad thing, but it's true though. Sad but true. It can and it will happen. But just as this game has shown, Black Friday cannot be stopped. Because, sadly, you cannot stop stupid. Because you always have to get that one big sale that you think will somehow think that'll change something in your family. That'll make your people think, oh hey, you are the hero. But then again, Black Friday. As I said, I don't really care much for Black Friday. And usually in the case of Black Friday, well, most people don't care. And it's a sad thing that people just don't care anymore. They don't care about the issues, what's going on. In which you should care, but most people don't. So most times, I feel if you don't care about what's important to you, well, why shouldn't I care about what's going on? Because I'm a human, that's why. And not all humans are selfish, and not all humans are indeed selfish bastards. There's only a small group that can be labeled as warm, kind, caring, and people who actually give a damn about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I know my friends who actually play Plague Inc. probably tell me, you know, it's good that you're working on this one, but the way you could be beating it is this way, or that way, or this way. I'm not really doing this just to beat it. If I beat it, I beat it. If not, eh. At least I got a video out of it. That's more important than anything else, that I get a video out of this. And I said I was going to do an update video. I haven't done an update video yet. Thing is, I'll probably do an update video, probably after this video. Just to tell you what's been going on, what's been happening, and in my neck of the woods. Excuse me if I'm yawning. I've had a very tiring month. I do mean a very tiring month. I mean, my goodness, I haven't given myself a good soak. And when everything blows over, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I mean, the food is already cooking, and like I said, we're kind of doing something different at our house. We're doing barbecue. My brother came over and he actually fired up the grill and doing barbecue with natural resources. Coal, wood, that sort of thing. And for what it's worth, he stayed the night. And let me just say, those ribs are damn good. They're burnt, but my God, they taste good. I think that's how my dad actually cooked the ribs. He cooked the ribs just the same way. But they were just like really, really good though. Like it was dry in some parts, but tender for the most part. And yes, I'm talking about food because I actually did that. Another thing I've actually done recently was I actually did like a whole hour of teaching. Because since I went in Tuesday, the teacher wasn't here, so the sub that I actually know personally showed up. She still took reins of the operation, but she let me say what I had to say. You know, because like I said, we're close friends. So I basically just opened myself up to the kids. And I actually said the most funniest thing that I never thought I would actually say. I said, I'm a Let's Player. They don't know what a Let's Player is, so I told them, well, a Let's Player is somebody who plays video games and gives side commentary while he or she is doing it. They all looked at me like, seriously? I said, yes, seriously. I play video games when I'm not doing this. Usually any other time, I would not be telling them that because, oh hey, you're not supposed to talk about your personal life. But I said, well, I might as well just open up and show the kids that I'm a very friendly person. So, what I also did was, my lesson was about thanks. So therefore I taught them the meaning of, arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu means thank you very much. So I taught them. So I actually taught them the difference between being thankful and giving thanks. Especially since the month is November. There's Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. So I taught them the meaning of what you're supposed to do for any veteran you see on the street or or any or any kind of outlet or restaurant. What you do is you give them your respect and you say one little thing, which is thank you for your service. They appreciate that because they're out there fighting for us and they really hardly ever get anything. Even those who aren't with us anymore, they should get things just because. Hey, they fought for our country, they fought for our lives. Therefore, that means a lot. Therefore, the point of being thankful. Now, giving thanks, of course, means Thanksgiving. You do give thanks to those you have. Like I said, excuse me if I'm coughing. Like I said, my room is infested with barbecue smoke. Barbecue smoke and steak smoke. Yes, we are doing barbecue and steak smoke. So, as I said before, you're supposed to give thanks to the people you have, your family, your friends. You be thankful for who you have in your life. And I taught them that. I also taught them, about Black Friday. I said, before I left, I said, be careful. Have a great Thanksgiving. Be careful on Black Friday if you go. Hopefully you do not go out and you enjoy these 3 days. Well, actually, five days if you don't want to count that. 3 plus the weekend. Enjoy the break you have because you're not going to get another break until, say, 2 weeks from now. In which, Christmas. And for the most part, when I opened myself up and said, I'm a Let's Player and all that stuff, I actually taught them what I go through when I do videos. Especially every time I have one of those videos that every time I record, it don't show up. I don't get that feedback that I want. Sometimes I get audio feedback, but I don't get video feedback. Sometimes I get video feedback, but no audio feedback. And I show them the face that I actually have. Like I have this big, this long gaping look. It's out of clear and utter sheer disgust. They laughed at that because, it's funny. I can kind of say it's funny too because it's the truth. I really don't like it when I work so hard on my videos. Come to find out, a little thing like your audio feedback did not get the desired effect. And all of a sudden, and since I'm doing a video like this, I don't know how long it is right now, but like I said, I'm just making an attempt on trying to infect the world through the Necroa Virus. As I'm playing this game and talking about Black Friday and all that. Black Friday, Thanksgiving, all that good stuff. Why people shouldn't work during the holidays, they really shouldn't. I'm a strong believer that they shouldn't really work on holidays. I mean, last month, in October, when I went out to Little Caesars, as I was ordering a pizza, as I was ordering some pizzas for us, this girl who was taking my order, her voice was so messed up, she basically had to hold her throat in order to just talk to me. And I simply said, yeah, I just want 2 of these. I don't want a drink, I just want 2 pizzas. 1 3 meat, 1 pepperoni. I didn't give her a hard time, I just understood. I'm like, yeah, I do understand because I have that gift of translation. Yes, the gift of translation. The fact that I can understand most people. Not just the language, but I can understand what they're trying to say. What they, what they want. They said, well, I want, they're trying. So I'm trying to help them out. Trying not to say I can't hear you. Could you speak up a little louder? That sort of thing. I think at this rate, this is working. Because I did it fast and it got noticed. If I do it slow, it won't be as noticeable, as you can tell. But for the most part that I'm doing this, like I said, Black Friday and all. And this is the irony of it. If you think about it, Black Friday is kind of like that. It's like people are infected. Most of them go insane because they have to have this first, mentality. The first mentality, that reminds me of YouTube. So remember that was a thing, people. I mean, they don't do it now. But back then, like I say, the early 2000s, they always say, first! And I always say, first for what? Because they always think, oh, I'm the first commenter. I'm the first commenter. That means, oh, guess what? That don't mean a damn thing. You haven't won a prize. I'm sorry. And then, like I said, this whole month, well, I shouldn't say this, but 2015. 2015 has been the year of the butt here because most people, they just tend to get really, really, really offended by the slightest little thing. Going back to what I said when I was teaching this last week, earlier this week, I actually said my line I usually say after every video or after every other video when I'm making some really good progress. I actually said, I have been the Tenkaichi of gaming and otaku. Give yourself a round of applause. You have been a great audience. And even those that I had to sit on the side, I said, for those who have been sitting over there, do better next time. I said, until then, I'll see you next time. And that's how I closed out. I actually closed out like I closed out on some of my videos after I make some really good progress. And it's funny. It's like I brought out my Let's Player side to my teaching side. And I find it really, really interesting. Because like I said, I usually, whenever I do videos like this, in which I'm not really doing much of anything, except clicking, or just making sure that, you know, what I'm doing is making actual progress, well, interesting. It's been 6 years now. Nothing has happened. I like where this is going. You know, most people are just, this one part of the world is getting infected. Taking its sweet time, but, you know, it's slowly getting affected. The numbers are still rising and whatnot. See, there you go. Like I did slow, I mean I did fast and picked up, but I did really slow and nothing picked up. See, nothing. Nothing. Just clear cut nothing. So if I were to do something like this, that would cause something. But if I were to do something like this, and just do that, a little more notice, but not that much notice. Like I said, I find it, you know, quite funny. I've let that part, that little part of me that I never really come out and say, "Oh, I'm a Let's Player from YouTube. I'm your teacher." I think I stunned them because I just said that. You're a what? Yeah, I'm a guy who plays video games. Okay. Because back then, well, I should say this before I finally got you guys. Before, I'll say this. At my job, what I really used to do was, if the class was really, really, really good, I used to reward them. And I used to reward them by, you know, bringing in my stuff, like, you know, an anime, a toku, you know, a toku series. Let them watch like, you know, say one episode, and you know, the like. Even I brought in my video game consoles. I used to bring in my PlayStation 2, my dance pad, and let them play Dance Dance Revolution. Now I remember the name I want to call myself every time I come in. GTI, Great Teacher Ismus. That's right. Just like the anime it was based off of, GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. I will be GTI, Great Teacher Ismus. I'm not that great, but where it counts, you know, where it really does count, I do good at it. I can say that. I do really good at it. I'll be damned, I'm actually doing so much better here. 7. It's been like 7 months. I mean, 7 years. 7 years, and this thing is just slowly growing. I think I might be able to do this. Not entirely sure, but I'm pretty positive I can pull it off. Because I think I found the trick. Don't do anything yet. Just let it happen. Don't do anything like add this, but keep everything as it is. Just let everything run its course, because the way it's going, I just want to infect the world, then probably kill it. After then probably pull out the kill switch as soon as I'm done. Oh dear. One moment. And the game's still running. I think I lost. I've lost. Yeah, I lost, I can't believe it. Now on Thanksgiving? You know I'm doing this for Black Friday. Now on Thanksgiving? Really? Well, I know I'm going to be doing. And it's still running even though I am considered offline. Okay, I'm not offline. It's just I'm not offline. Cause see, you guys can't see what I see on my screen. I'm looking at my bars as well as my software that I'm recording this off of. Hopefully my track is still on sync with what I'm doing right now. But like I said before, I used to be like a really cool teacher, you know. I mean, I'm still cool to where it counts, but as far as everything else is concerned, you know, as far as everything else is concerned, you know, new generation of kids come in, they'll want to be spoiled rotten and everything, but we just don't let that happen. And mind you, when I used to do full-time teaching. I kind of got tired of full-time teaching because, well, it was just tiresome. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but good Lord. There, numbers are getting higher. The buildup is rapidly growing. That is good. That is good. I just stopped because, well, I had a fallout. I mean, it was a silly fallout too. It's not like, I was there for the money or something like that. Like, I'm not really there for the money. I'm really not. To me, it's, I see it as volunteer work. I mean, it's not like they don't understand. Oh, I'm an author. I have time on my hands. But if you need me to teach, a session, I can do that. It just gotten to a point where my schedule was being strained by time and whatnot. And for the most part, it was a thing. I couldn't really keep up with the time and everything. And I was working 11 to 5. Because when I actually got there, it was a little around 11. And plus, on top of that, well, when you get there, you're tired. You need a moment to sit down or, catch your breath. Because I'm walking 10, mind you, I'm walking 10 blocks from my house to, to where I work. And on top of that, like I said, I'm not really doing this for pay. Even though, I feel, I should be getting some kind of compensation, I'm really not. And I can say I can care less for the compensation. It's nice if you want to give me something, I'll gladly accept it. But hey, I'm not really hurting for compensation. I just do it because I like doing I like doing what I like doing. I don't mind teaching. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want to feel like my skills are being exploited in some way. That's what it is. I don't like feeling exploited. Or the fact that you need me for something, but you're gonna treat me like shit. And there's a lot of things that I just feel I don't want to be part of. Most times I do kind of back away from a system. I don't mean like a console, I mean like a system. The way a corporation operates, I back away from that. It's like if you're going to do this to people who are already under your care and whatnot, with all these fringe benefits, and then you got, one of your helpers, because really that's what I do, I help. Then my God, I am not sure I wanna get paid to do this sort of thing. And now it begins. Can I just de-evolve that? Let me see. If I de-evolve that, yes, because I don't want anything to happen right now. Because the way I have this set up right now, it is good. Let it stay under. Let it stay as it is. When it's totally infected, then we kill him. Yes, Black Friday, the eternal Black Friday. Yeah, that's what this video is going to be called, the eternal Black Friday. As I said before, if I had a choice between wanting to work at home, I get paid for what I do, and what I'm constantly doing is that taking care of bills and whatnot. I gladly want to take care of the house more than I want to be out and about on the work field. It's fine with me, you know, as long as I can take care of my business as well as the family business, make sure everything is running as well as it should, then you know it's okay with me. It's all right in my book. I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm gonna do. Even though I'm recording this on the day of Thanksgiving. And I'm doing such a damn good job too. The only thing I can say is, you know, as long as things are running the way they should, I'm okay with it. Never have I experienced a game in which it flickers on and off. I have nothing to do with it. It just tends to flicker. It flickers on and off while I'm recording this. And the good thing is it doesn't really, my recording doesn't like, gets flicked off. Because there are certain games that will really flick off my, just flick off my recording software. Strangely and oddly enough. Nope. Because if I want to do this, I want to do this properly, okay? I mean, it's just a matter of time for people to go from point A to point B. I don't want nothing closed off. I don't want anything to happen. I mean, if it happens, it happens. As you can see, it makes it hard to cure. should put it on air. But... I mean, we're going to do that. I want to do it properly, you know. Now I have them talking. Good. I want them to have them talking. I just want to see how fast that will actually happen. Black Friday turned people into zombies. And what's the funny thing is, it's the truth. Black Friday would usually turn people into zombies. I don't care, like I said. Horde instinct. Let's just see what will happen. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's just see how far I can actually stretch this. Flash mob. Zombies destroyed. Yes. I think I mentioned this before, but once Black Friday starts, you cannot stop it. Yeah, the cure may be there, but oh no. Mm-mm. Oh, though hell has just begun. Oh, this is an this is this is interesting. This is really interesting. The way this is going. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at the world. It's horribly, horribly being slaughtered. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, good lord. The dead must feast. And as I'm looking at this, oh man. The deaths keep on racking and the zombies keep on attacking. This is crazy. But this is a good kind of crazy. I'll be back. At least I know it's running, so it's just uncommonly crazy at this point. Armed gangs raid Z, common angle. Ooh. Finally, Black Friday has to be eradicated. Humans fought the zombies and won. Black Friday is no longer a threat. Oh, but there always will be a threat for Black Friday. Anyway. As far as I've shown, I don't think I did pretty bad. So I think I will call this video. And hopefully next time, whenever I beat this on my own time, well, I will eventually beat this on my own time. I think I found a way to start something that possibly and can be done. But with that, yeah, hopefully you guys out there enjoy whatever is left of your Thanksgiving. But be careful about Black Friday. Yeah. And hopefully I will see you next time with more videos. Until then, I've been the Tenkaichi of Gaming and Otaku. And I shall see you again next time. So with that, take care, God bless, be safe out there, and as always, Tenkai Musou.